Hey guys, welcome back to Crossbar, your weekly fix of football. I'm your host Amit. Joining me today is Karthik. Today we're gonna talk about the first week of football that happened in Premier League. Let's start with the game that stood up to the hype. Karthik, Leeds versus Liverpool. Was a very interesting game. Total 7 goals scored on the opening game for both the teams. Your opinion, Karthik? What an amazing game it was.
I think it actually stood up more than the hype it sort of created, right? And we did not expect. We did expect Leeds to give a good fight, but not such a good one to the champions for sure. And 3 shots on goals, and 3 goals. So that's does that mean Alisson had a 0 save percentage in the league, right? So it was an amazing game. It was too exciting to watch. What are your thoughts on it?
I think we spoke about this in the podcast as well, and especially with the form of Van Dijk and what happens when his form goes down, and we saw his mistake was directly translated to a goal. That was and the way Leeds played was pretty good and quite like even Klopp was impressed by it. So I think it a side to look for now. I think Leeds are going to take the Premier League with a strong now.
If you look at the first goal by Harrison, right, he breezed through Trent Alexander-Arnold. He dribbled past Matip and then sort of beat Van Dijk as well to the goal. So that was an amazing one. Even the second one, like you said, Van Dijk made that mistake and Bamford took that shot. And I think Van Dijk is now he's made 3 mistakes after the restart, which is the highest for any defender in the league. And we're talking about somebody who was nominated for the best player of the year. And so I don't know what's going on with him. Probably his form should improve. He's good, but he's been making these mistakes. Liverpool, I think, was also fortunate enough to get 2 penalties in the game, and I really felt bad about the last one. It was a clear penalty, but then still, I think Leeds at least deserved a point out of that game.
And I think if you see in that way, I think Mo Salah came into his form, scored a hat-trick on the opening game as well. And if you see, it was a difficult game for Leeds. It was away to, and especially playing against the champions. It was building up pretty well, and I think it just did. Though Liverpool won, I think in the end football won in that game, and it was a very exciting game as a neutral watching. Let's move to Everton versus Spurs, Karthik. What a game that was. I think Everton, though they won 1-0, I think they had good enough chances to make it to a 3-0. I think Jose Mourinho lost his first ever opening game. So in the 19 game that he played, he won 11 and drew 7. So this was his first loss ever. After 1-0 down in the first half, I thought Spurs will come strong second half, but the possession that Everton had 75% of the possession in the second half, and you just realize how easy it was for Everton to just cruise past Spurs.
And what did you make of James Rodriguez's debut?
Karthik, quick start. Since Sanchez in 2014, he was the most creative player on the pitch on debut, and I think he was not playing in the right position also, right? So he was playing on the right wing, which is not his preferred position. Probably as the season goes on, he would come to his preferred position, and just the first game in a new team, he looked pretty good.
I think he sort of showed us class what we knew him when he joined Real Madrid, right? And I think he obviously did not get his chances in Real Madrid and then Bayern Munich as well when he was on loan. So I think, and then Ancelotti knows him well. He knows how he plays. So he did a really great job. And with Rodriguez, I think even Allen and Doucouré also did an amazing job in midfield, sort of controlling that ball in midfield. So overall, a good game. A loss for Mourinho. So moving on, Amit, let's move to Arsenal and Fulham. I think it was, we knew sort of Arsenal would play well. They have been in really good form, especially the Community Shield, the FA Cup final. So, we saw, what Arteta wants to do with the team. But what did you make of their performance?
I think it was a really clinical performance by them. Since 2014 or 15, I'm not sure, that all 3 teams which have been promoted lost. it was an easy game for Arsenal, and now you can see the side that Arteta was building. There was no Luis. They still defended really well. Probably because of that reason, but they defended really well, and the side looks good now. Also, Karthik, Lacazette becomes the first player to score opening goals in two separate seasons. I think he scored in 2017 and this time. What about Willian, Karthik? I think people were kind of pissed off with that move that he made to Arsenal, and also his critic were talking about his good days are over in that way, right? But he got 3 assists in this first game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's, if that is official, because I think officially he just got 2, but we can give him the third one as well. The first goal from Lacazette, but yeah, I mean, he put in an impressive performance. Also we have to talk about Magalhaes, who made his debut. He looked a little uncomfortable in the beginning, sort of almost gave away a goal, but then he bounced back. Also scored a debut goal, which should be good confidence for him as well. He's a young defender, so hopefully that sort of fixes Arsenal's defense. And then I think we cannot talk enough about Aubameyang, how good he's been for Arsenal. Again, scored a goal.
That was a beautiful goal.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. He is also, I think he's the highest goal scorer till now since the time he's come to the league. That too in a side like Arsenal who's been struggling, so I think hats off to him, and he's just been great.
He has scored 72 goals. That makes up 28% of total Arsenal goals. So I think it was a easy win away for Arsenal. From Arsenal, let's stay in London. Let's talk about Chelsea versus Brighton. So your take on it? I think Pulisic was a little unlucky not to play. He got injured. Probably he will be out. What we are hearing, he'll be out for the Liverpool game as well. Your thoughts about that?
So yeah, I mean, he was the best player after the restart, and it's unfortunate that he missed out due to an hamstring injury, which they are always troubling. So we still don't know if he's gonna play, but it looks sort of unlikely. I hope Ziyech is back for the Liverpool game. I think that would be helpful. Even Havertz did not sort of play in his preferred position that day, and then there was Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is, I have seen him, at his peak. He's really good, but then yesterday it just did not work out for him. And he was put in that position where Havertz should have played right behind Werner. But even Havertz sort of struggled, if you see. But then I sort of expected that as well, because he's hardly trained for a week with the team. So it does take time. I know. I mean, a lot of people are saying you spend so big and then you almost scrape the win, against Brighton, and then you have 3 unlikely goal scorers in the team. But then happy with the 3 points. I know it's just going to improve from here. I was really impressed with Werner. He showed that desire to come all the way back, get the ball. He had a couple of shots, won the penalty. So impressed with his first performance. He also sort of got injured. I mean, after his post-match interview, he had ice on his knee from the penalty. But I think he's going to be fine. So
and there were this little signs of Kai Havertz and Werner trying to give those kind of passes and do that. And let's come to the keeper point of view. That's very important with Chelsea. What's happening with Kepa, Karthik? I think Kepa has considered more Premier League goals from outside the box than any other keeper, almost 19 now. So now I think it's and it was not difficult. The goal that Chelsea conceded was easily could have been saved, but
it should have been saved. Yes, it should have been saved. At least he should have got a hand on it, if not saved, right? And I think he's out of the last 13 shots he's faced on goal, he's just saved 4 of them. That shows you, his save percentage is sort of, you cannot entirely blame him, of course, but then there are some goals that are just unstoppable. But then that sort of shows where Chelsea sort of needs to improve. If they want to win the league. Yes, they have invested heavily in the front line, but then they also have to look at the keeper. I think what also Lampard sort of suggested was when he was asked in his post-match interview if he's looking for a keeper, he said, "No, I'm very happy with Kepa. Even if a keeper comes in, it will just be for competition." But so yeah, of course he cannot say he's not happy with his players. He cannot say that.
No, but then I think
Record.
the scrutiny on Kepa is just because the price that he came in. And then you don't get the results, and obviously now if a new keeper comes in, that undermines his value a lot, and then obviously then Chelsea would have to incur some loss on selling him. But then finishing this topic about Chelsea on a happy note, that Chelsea became the third side to earn 2,000 points. So this was the game, and then after Manchester United and obviously Arsenal. So from before wrapping up this episode, Karthik, I want to know from you, what was your favorite moment in the first week of Premier League?
Oh, okay, that one's tough. I would love to say, watching Werner and Havertz on the pitch, but I'm gonna go with Jack Harrison scoring that amazing goal for Leeds. I think that sort of gave me those goosebumps, scoring in front of the Kop, amazing. That was my moment. What was yours?
I would say Everton winning against Spurs. So if you see it in a bigger way, it was Ancelotti winning against Jose Mourinho. It was a side which was much more attacking than a side which was more pessimistic. So it was just those two worlds colliding, and then eventually the better team won, which was really nice. In the same game, also Richarlison missing that easy goal.
Yeah.
Open goal that he missed was really nice. So with that, guys, we'll wrap up this episode. If you like this episode and if you want to watch, please hit the like button, and please show some love by subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Cheers.